And welcome to my Geography 777 Project 2 report demonstration. The task was to create a user application for park visitors. Instead of doing a single park, I chose a selection of parks in Seattle where users can record wildlife observations. Believe it or not, Seattle actually has a really high diversity of wildlife. For example, Union Bay Natural Area, this park down here, has up to 200 species of bird at any given time. So I thought it would be a useful application where users can view different park amenities and then record their wildlife observations. So if we zoom in, more amenities pop up, and then we can also return to our home zoom. This is a tracking function so that it shows your location on the screen, and then if you're on the mobile device, it'll move with you so you can view the amenities around you as it shifts. From my location, you can see these observations in the corner down here, and then we can also turn that back off. We've got a tooltip over here that tells users how to use the application. Just a quick little summary of what's going on. And then we've got our layer list. Let's zoom out a little bit so we see everything. Here's our layer list. We've got park amenities grouped together, and you can turn them off as a group or individually. Let's say we don't want to see the table or don't want to see that. And then you can close that back up. And then we've also got bus stops, parking lots, and then of course the wildlife observations. Over here in the top right corner, you can search observations. Let's go over to Woodland Park, see what's going on over there. And then you can search by park, species group, or species. Let's say I wanted to see a species with bats. And that's the species. That's a bat observation. We see that it was a silver-haired bat, 5 of them, and it returns the date and time. We can also just click on an observation and it'll tell us what it was, and then we can close that. Here's our editor toolbar where we can add new wildlife observations. So let's say that we saw, what did we see? We saw an ungulate. Why not? And then that was a mule deer. And we saw it at Woodland Park. Let's say we saw 3 of them, like a mom and 2 babies. It's springtime after all. And then today is the 15th, 2022, and then it autofills our time over here. And we can create that one. We can leave our editor toolbar and then open that up, and we see that it was returned Woodland Park, ungulates, mule deer, 3, and the time and date of recording. We can also pin that to the observation itself and close that out. Then we've got over here, you can filter the parks by ones that contain certain amenities. So let's say we want to make sure there's a bus stop if we're taking public transportation. These are the parks that have bus stops near them. We've got points of interest. We've got picnic benches, and then we can clear that out as well. And then this one you can select, make sure that those amenities are in fact open. What's the point of going to a bathroom if it's closed? So let's see those open ones, and then we can view those that are closed, and we can clear it. We can also make sure that parking lots are open if we're driving. Those are the open lots. Here are the closed lots, and you can clear that out again, you know, just in case things aren't open. Everything, all the data is hosted in ArcGIS online. The wildlife data is public so that any user can add their own new observations, but all the other ones are not, so an administrator would be able to go in and change the status of parks if they needed to. And then lots of other features pop back up with the names. Let's see, we've got like a point of interest over here. It just tells us that it's in the park and that's the name of it. It's a pretty straightforward site, and theoretically it could be expanded upon so that more parks are included. And I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.